Hello everybody, this is Hobbs Horror back with you. I am back with another review. I want to thank the good folks over at NVD Entertainment for sending me this review with this screener of Audrey Rose, the Arrow Blu-ray edition. This is a 1977 film, approximately 1 hour and 53 minutes. It gets a rating on IMDb of 5.8, which is a relatively higher score. Acceptable score for a horror film. So let's dive right into this one here. As you can see, this is a screener. It's a pre-production, so there's really not a whole lot, features I can show you. But according to Mr. Bones, you can order all these discs, cover art at the library, and make those your cover art. So maybe we'll do that. Now, because I don't have a lot to go by with the cover, I am going to go ahead and tell you that the lead here we have is a film with Anthony Hopkins. That's right, a guy that can do no wrong. You know Anthony Hopkins. I don't have to tell you about Anthony Hopkins, but I will say I do like Magic. That's probably my favorite film of his. Now, this is in that medium to high range films for Anthony Hopkins, but this one was fantastic. We follow a family that has moved to a new area, and their daughter basically is being told, you're going to be starting a new school over here. Try to get used to some of the classmates and stuff. It's just kind of like one of those schools, like one of those Catholic schools. And we followed the Templetons and their daughter Ivy. Basically what's happening is, like I said, they are being settling into this new home and whatnot, and they're being approached, somewhat stalked, by a gentleman who's claiming to say, can I see Ivy? Can I be around you guys? He's kind of somewhat stalking them a little bit, but nonchalantly stalking them. They can't figure out quite why he's stalking them, because I don't want to spoil it, but it's kind of odd. So, they tell the police, and the police are like, well, unless the guy's actually doing physical harm to you, he can be in the same place as you are. Which, to be honest with you, that's no surprise there. That's a typical reaction. Finally, things start to get crazy as he's showing up at their home, trying to get closer to Ivy. Finally, they said, look, let's sit down, let's have dinner, let's talk about what it is you want with our daughter. What do you want to do with us? And basically, I don't want to spoil the plot of the film, but there is a clairvoyant connection between him and the daughter. And things start to get a little bit creepy with our character, played again by Anthony Hopkins, and the family. And this is going to be a small spoiler alert because I feel like I have to kind of talk about it. So if you don't want to be spoiled, stop the clip now, come back and watch this later. I wasn't going to do a spoiler, but I feel like I kind of have to talk about this a little bit. So basically, he's trying to tell them, hey, look, your daughter and you guys are safe right now, but she is being reincarnated. She is my daughter, Audrey Rose, who was in a car accident with my wife, and this isn't your daughter. So basically, the Templetons are like, get the heck out of here, you're scaring us, Things start to get even crazier and a little more creepier. Events start to occur with Ivy, like at a school where she's, the strangest thing I've seen in a film, one of the strangest things, they have a snowman outside, and they have a fire around the snowman trying to get Father Winter to melt, which was very bizarre and very creepy. And then finally they decided to sit down with, this character played by Anthony Hopkins and discuss with them, what is it that you need from us, So after he tells them all this information, the wife is starting to believe him because he's the only one that can calm down Ivy, because Ivy's just having hysterical fits. Some of the most obnoxious screaming and crying I've ever seen in a film. I've ever seen a howler monkey in the way that they scream, If I can find a clip, I'll include one. But that's basically what it sounded like. And it was so annoying. And the mom would cry, and it was just like, please stop. That was one of my only drawbacks to the film, was the yelling, the screaming, and the crying. But basically, at that point, they had to figure out, what are we doing here? What is this guy? Is this guy real? What are you saying? Reincarnation, is it real? Finally, he gets into their home, and they charge him with assault, and it actually goes to court. So because it goes to court, it's so bizarre because there's like this fucking Dalai Lama that comes in that's trying to help him win the case and say this is a reincarnation situation, and we need to respect this and let him have his daughter, Audrey Rose, who is not their daughter over there sitting. And it was really bizarre to me. And the wife's starting to buy into it a little bit. She's like, you know what? This isn't our daughter. It's your daughter. The husband's going a little bit crazy, just really, really, really eerie. It's a really eerie, not necessarily a horror film or a paranormal film, more of like I would say more of, it's more of a paranormal film, more of a drama. But it was all right. It's not my typical style. You don't see a lot of films, in my opinion, lately or in the past that have been about reincarnation that were really good. But this one was decent. Again, my only drawbacks to the film were two things. The screaming and the crying, which, I know people compare this to The Exorcist from '73, but it really wasn't a rip-off. It was slightly different, but everybody was trying to copy that damn movie at one point in time. But I would say that the biggest thing was that, outside of the screaming and the crying, was they didn't really go for it. Give me some more haunt. Give me some more creepiness with the girl. Just having her cry and put her hands up against the windows, give her some makeup, make her look trippy, make her look scary. And they just didn't do that. They failed to do that. Now, this director is very well known. Very well known. He directed The Sound of Music. So you figure maybe this just wasn't his forte. I don't really know The Sound of Music that well. But, anyhow, Audrey Rose, let me know your thoughts on it. I give it about a 3.5 out of 5 Boglins. And I appreciate you guys watching. Catch up with you guys later. Let me know what you think of Audrey Rose. Let me know what you think of reincarnation. Catch up with you later. Peace.
Welcome to the house on the A6 block. I'm just chilling on the porch in my chair I rock. I'm your host Jimmy Biggs with the coolest grip. Only light outside is the full moon lit. Welcome to a world mixed with evil and good. If you ain't plan on staying, then you misunderstood. This ain't a nightmare, the figment of imagination. Step aside and the house will awaken. Stella, take away the piano.
Alright, we are back with another MVD Entertainment Review. I want to thank the good folks over MVD Entertainment for sending old Hobbs this movie to review. Audrey Rose, that's right. 1977 film, approximately 1 hour and 53 minutes. Gets a 5.8 on IMDb Entertainment. IMDb's entertainment reviews. And yeah, I don't know. Fucking A.